Hi, in this video I would like to address quite frequently asked question. Do people change with 360-degree feedback? Some people are very pessimistic and say that even after 360-degree feedback nothing happens. People are what they are and they are not likely to change. I have had a very interesting experience with one chief executive who has changed substantially in the positive direction, but his juniors felt that he was changing in the negative direction. This CEO is the chairman and managing director of a large company. He was recruited. He was recruited from another company to turn around the current kind of a company, which is doing reasonably well, but not utilizing all its potential. So the board thought that they need a dynamic chairman who is aggressive and who can really uh, uh, bring some new blood into the company. So on taking charge of the company, he looked at the top level managers who are about 7 to 8 SBU heads and found that half of them are very outdated in their thinking, they have made their own kind of internal networks and so on, and are not open to any changes. So he converted all of them into advisors and appointed young people to be the SBU heads. So he had a group of about, he also changed the structure, he had a group of about 14 SBU heads from 8 to 9 he has had. And all these SBU heads were given charge of turning around the company and taking it to new heights. After about 6 months, he said that a good 360-degree feedback will help them to uh, become more aware and be more dynamic leaders. We conducted 360-degree feedback, and all the SBU heads got good feedback, both good and both positive and areas to improve and so on. And the CMD himself was told that he is very impatient, short-tempered, aggressive. Some of these qualities are fine, but his short-temperedness is creating a lot of moral issues. He is converting even the weekly meetings into, I think, reprimanding kind of sessions and things like that. In fact, some of them use the term that you are a person with short fuse, and I think we're quite scared to even confront you on anything. The CMD read out his own kind of a feedback to the rest of the group, and he said that I'm aware of it. I'm impatient for the simple reason that we have a long way to go, and I have only a short period of about 5 years with this company, of which already almost a year is over. And the reason why I got all of you is that you will be able to bring it to take it to the new heights and so on. He said I'll work on it. After about a year, I was called to do a second round of the 360-degree feedback because it seems the CMD insisted that it should become an annual feature. Before I met the CMD, I just had telephonic conversation with some of the SBU heads, and I found a uh, uniformly consistent remark to say, if any, our CMD has gone from bad to worse. He loses his cool more frequently, is more impatient, he reprimands us more, etc. etc. Sir, what is the point of doing 360-degree feedback if the person is going to go in spite of all the feedback we have given from bad to worse? I was quite startled, frankly. I thought that this new initiative of making it annual exercise is only that of the CMD and not of the rest of the people. Even the HR chief was not all that positive about this. So in the afternoon when I met the CMD, I frankly told him, sir, in the morning when I came here, I thought let me have a quick conversation with some of them, and they feel that after the session we had, if any, you have gone from bad to worse in terms of your temper. That your fuse has become even shorter, and people feel that you are more impatient and things of that kind. You see, as a consultant, I have to tell the truth, and I cannot hide, and I can very frankly share whatever observations are there, and I am not there just to conduct another round of 360 feedback. I will do it only if it is effective. To this, the chairman and managing director laughed, and he said, Professor, I expected this. Don't worry about it. I expected this. Uh, but I thought that there will be at least some people who see some positive change in me. In any case, let me tell you what I did. after the last conversation we had, that is after the last 360 and the coaching session, I appointed two of my board members as mentors. And every fortnight I make it a point to check with them. Every time I lose my cool, I go back to them and I say that, look, this is what I have done. And I'm not very sure if this is the right thing to do. Sometimes they tell me that is the right thing, and next time I can probably tone down, and sometimes they tell me this is not the right thing, I think I need to definitely tone down, and so on. So in the last almost a few months, I have been working very hard on this. But in case my juniors have said I am losing my cool more frequently, there also may be some truth. I don't want to deny that. And the truth is this, that I am impatient. I have been brought to turn around this company. And as you know, that I have taken the risk of uh, sidelining some of the seniors who are in their late 50s and who are considered as rigid and so on, and got all these young people, almost about 7, 8 of them who are young and made new SBOs. And I have high expectation from these guys. And these are the fellows who are in their mid 40s, and if they can't make a mark now, they are not likely to make a mark anymore. It is with this framework I keep continuing to give feedback to them, and in the feedback, if it is my nature that if I'm sounding aggressive or impatient and so on, I will probably be a little more careful on this, but I cannot totally give up expressing my impatience and the need to constantly run. So I expected them to run a lot faster than what I am running, and it's quite possible that my impatience has been increasing over the time. But don't worry, Professor. I think I need to be periodically told whatever is there, if I change or not change, I need to be periodically told this is what I am being perceived as, and I also need to be periodically told that this is the kind of impact my behavior is having on them. Then he asked me, Professor, this whole thing is not about me changing. Whatever I am okay, and I think I do change, and I am changing. But how about these young guys who are in their early or mid 40s and who are SBU heads, and they are the future chairman of different companies? Should they be using this 360-degree feedback as an opportunity to build themselves and become better leaders and so on? So, Professor, when I invite you to do this annually, I am only creating an opportunity for these persons to improve themselves and become better leaders and so on. Now, I want to ask you, has the CMD changed? In my view, he has not only changed, it has benefited him, it has increased his conviction, and he is trying his best to do this. Quite often we think change means other people behaving the way we want them to behave. But mind you, 360-degree feedback is a multi-source feedback. Quite often people have different expectations. Seniors want you to be aggressive, juniors want you to be soft. Colleagues want you to be understanding and patient. You have to be all three in one, and maybe more in one. It becomes very difficult. And quite often people who speak aggressively about their perception that you have not changed, all that they are meaning is that their expectations were different. That does not mean that you have not changed. Recently I conducted an experiment of doing a kind of a coaching, and in fact I keep doing it for quite a number of people, coaching a group of people, and to the surprise of most of the people in the company, all of them who went through the 360-degree feedback said they have changed substantial, they have seen substantial change in their seniors who have gone through the 360-degree feedback. And many of them said, when I asked them, what do you think about yourself? They said, Professor, I am waiting to hear from you what others think about my change. I certainly made effort, but what efforts I have made are known to me, and they are in my developmental plans. In the second round now I am asking them, I have asked them already to share all the feedback with other people, like what Mr. Nair of HCL Technologies has done quite some time ago. I think we have been promoting this, sharing the knowledge you have gained from 360-degree feedback and the change you have attempted to make with all people. I think after 360 you are never the same again. 360 is a great tool to enhance your awareness. Awareness leads to more and more understanding of our strong points, and leveraging the strong points is a major point in the 360 degree. I would strongly recommend you to go through a 360-degree feedback and have a good experience of it. We at TVRLS will be announcing soon a new 360 based leadership development program. Good part of it is online, and for those of you who can't afford to come to Ahmedabad, we are even willing to conduct online coaching sessions and so on. All the best from TVRLS and good wishes for great contributions.